Hi, I'm Casey Higgins, Atlanta-based guitarist and author. I have 3 books available on Amazon called Guitar Mechanics 1 and 2 and Expanding the Fretboard. If you like what I do, consider becoming a Patreon and like and subscribe. If there's anything in these videos you'd like me to go over, let me know in the comments too. So I'm using a PRS Custom 24 with Mojo Tone Blackmagic pickups through an Axe FX3 using a JTM 45 model medium cathedral reverb and EQ. So I started playing guitar technically when I was 1 year old. My parents used to put me in front of this old classical guitar and I would basically play it like a drum. And then I started classical lessons when I was 7. But I really feel like I learned how to play music from jamming with other people, and especially the musicians in high school, most of which were ridiculously better than me. But when I was in junior high, we had a music room full of amps and PA and guitars, and I would sneak in and try to jam with the high schoolers. And the high schoolers were pretty cool to me. They would let me jam with them if I didn't mess up too much, but if I did, they would just point at the door, and that was my cue to go and practice somewhere else. But I quickly realized I needed to figure out what key I was in. And I needed to do it while the band was already playing because their lunch was a little bit ahead of ours, so they were already playing by the time I got there. And the trick I came up with was to try to figure out first if the song was in a major or a minor mode, Dorian, Aeolian for minor, or Ionian and Lydian for major. Then I tried to find the major 7th or minor 7th in the scale. And if I'm using a major pentatonic, I'll try to use the major sixth. The reason I do this is because it's the most obvious resolution in the scale, so it's a lot easier to hear. So if I think the song is in minor, I like to use a whole step on the D string. I do this because this is the flat seventh to the root of the pentatonic scale, and so it gives me the easiest resolution to hear. Right. So in the key of A minor, those last two notes, it just goes from kind of bad or unresolved to resolved. From there, I use my ear to figure out what the sixth is. And if it's a Dorian, it's a natural sixth. If it's a minor, it's a flat sixth. And that note I usually just use on the B string. Now for major, it depends on if I want to use the major scale or the major pentatonic. For major pentatonic, I use the major sixth to root resolution. And this is from the D string to the G. In this case, we're in the relative major pentatonic, which is B flat major. And again, I'm looking for that strong pull. I'm looking for the note that just seems like it needs to go somewhere. If I'm using a major scale, I like to just do a half step on the D string. And this goes from the major seventh to the root. Now the catalyst that makes this work is your ear training, which I'll go over in another video if you'd like. But I also take cues from what style of music I'm playing. If it's rock, I'll try keys like E, D, or A first. If it's more jazzy, or if I'm playing with horn players, I'll try flat keys or keys that in between the dots, like B flat. But again, a lot of this comes down to ear training, and so I'll often just try to put on random songs on the radio or Spotify or anything, YouTube, and just see how quickly I can figure out what key it is. And also try to just, in my head, figure out, or try to guess what key it is. And also try to figure out in my head what key it is before I pick up my guitar. And thank you all. I hope this helps. This has gotten me out of more jams than I can remember, and try it with random songs to see how fast you can find the key, and make sure you've done your ear training. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you all are doing well. And this is Lily, and she'd like to thank you all too.